neutral, switch, 2, back to neutral, switch, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep your shoulders relaxed. There shouldn't be any tension in your shoulders. Just extend. And your knee stays in this position. It doesn't come forward like this. It stops in the vertical. It comes back and then back to the vertical. Back to the vertical. Back to the vertical. Back to the vertical. So don't overextend. 1, switch it. 2, 1, 2, each. It's a great exercise because you're practicing Sukhyashi movement as well. The feet are staying connected to the mat. 1, switching, 2, switching. Just keep going. Let's change it to a Zengo Undo, which is various positions this time. Can be 4 walls, but let's just make it 2. Let's just make it 2 positions, this way and then this way. So we make 1, turn, 2, turn, 1, turn, 2. And place special emphasis on the turning. Try not to detach from the mat with your foot. Just redistribute the weight through your feet so you can stay connected. You've got toes and heels to work with here. Try not to lift the foot up and just pivot on the heel. 1, 2. And each time you turn, make sure that the leading foot is out-turned so your hips come forward. 1, 2. Don't look down. 1, 2. Each. Knee. Each. Knee. Each. Knee. Make sure your hips are fully and squarely forward and the leading foot is out-turned. This will ensure that your hips are forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. And extend your arms to the extent of your ki-kud, as far as you possibly can without detaching from the mat or losing your balance forward. So you're staying firmly connected to the mat, but you're reaching out as far as you can. 1, 2, 1, 2. That one will be. So it would be 1, 2. Pull back to almost a neutral tight stance and turn, extend to the wall on the left. 3. And then a big pivot to the last wall. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a little bit of energy to take the arms up, but they'll come back by themselves. 1. It doesn't need any effort to bring your arms back. Extend. 2, 3, 4. Zengo Undo. Various positions. Hold. If we get into left posture, and hold the jaw on our right hand. Okay. So I'm going to turn this hand in and collect the jaw as I make my tenkan. So just assume that you're picking off someone's elbow. So we'll do it like that. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. The jaw is just becoming an assistant for our movement. 1, 2. So I'm practicing the tenkan movement. So start turning the hand inwards so you can connect with it. And then move. Try and keep good body form. 2, 1, 2. When you're picking up the jaw, your hand is turning in the direction of energy flow, and it's picked up when you turn. So this hand is turning this way to pick the jaw up. Together, pick up, and then movement. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, try that please. If you just hold the jaw in your right hand, with your arm extended, and then just rotate it from the arm. 2, that's it. Try not to make everything flying like this. Just try and make a movement from your wrists. Okay, now just switch to the other hand. When you're switching, try and keep the movement going through the switch. Yeah. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and switch. 4. 1, 2, 3. That's it now. 4. 1, 2, and switch. 3, 4. 1, 2. Keep your body form, keep your posture. 4. So let's just change the movement this time so that instead of just rotating in front of us, we're going to collect it with the other hand underside and then rotate it back to the right, then to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right. That's it. I'm just doing this from a neutral stance, feet about 18 inches apart, and I'm trying to generate some of the movement from my hips now. So as I'm cutting down, I'm throwing the hip into it. That's it. Great. Now I can start doing a bit of feet work by switching stance. 1, 2. So I'm just moving the feet from right to the left. I'm already switching with the hands. I'm just putting a bit of movement into it now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't forget to generate some energy through your hip. Make it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's try and see if we can put a turn into it. So I'm turning 1. Then I'm turning back. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, let's just do another quick jaw exercise. These are just exercises, not kata, it's just exercise. So if I get into, if you watch this, I'm in left posture and the jaw is just slashed to my left. I'm going to slide my hand to the end of the jaw and come across my body with it. Then I'm going to cut to the right, like yokumen. Cut. That's it. Then I'm going to bring my left leg back. And then I'm going to rotate the jaw into it. That's spot on. Now I'm going to reverse it now. Slide it, hand, come to neutral stance. Yokumen cut to the left. The right foot comes back and rotate into it. So that's a sequence. So it looks like this. And it's easier to do it a little faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. So from here, here, then to here, leg comes back, rotate into it. Here, 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 here. That's it. Good. 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 Great. That's it. Yes. Great. Okay, let's just clear our heads of that and do a reset. Do a reset and do another small exercise which starts with a ski and then up to this protect mode and then another cut to the side and then the leg comes back and rotates. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 3. That's it. Back to neutral. Leg comes back. 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to neutral on 3. Leg comes back. Opposite leg through. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Leg switches back. 1, 2, 3. Leg switches back. Yes, nice. Keep going. So place it like this in front of here, and then apply the lock of Nikyo. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Just as if you're pulling a pint of beer in a British pub. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we switch hands and come to the other side. 2, 1, 2. So I can turn this into an exercise and practice feet work changing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And when you're making you're applying the Nikyo, apply it with your body. 1, 1, switch, 2, switch, 1, nice, 2. You really put that Nikyo on your body. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, last one, 2, great. Okay, if you just get into left posture, into Hidari Hami, and just hold the jaw in your left hand in front of you. Like this. Yeah. So, I want you to assume this is your partner's right hand attached to you. Partner's right hand is attached to your wrist. So you're going to move off the line to the right and make a temi to the face. Then you're going to scroll down the arm and then pick up the back of the hand. Come to the other side of the jaw and make kotego washi, nikkyo. So watch again. So jaw's in my left hand, temi. Scroll down the arm, pick up the back of the wrist, pick up the knuckles, the back of the hand, move to the other side of the jaw and apply the lock. So you would have this lock on. So here to here. That's it. So you breathe. If someone was connected to my wrist here, I've just been moving up the line, cutting down, and then applying the lock. That's it. So, off the line of 10. Scroll down, pick up. After we make the lock, we take this hand off and place it on the elbow, and rotate it down to the floor, and finish off in nikkyo or kotego washi for this. So the full sequence would be off the line of temi, scroll down the arm, pick up the hand, move to the other side of the jaw, apply the lock, release the pressure and pick up the elbow and rotate down to the floor and finish. Keep good body form, good posture when you're finishing. This is just a basic version. We've got the 10 count to do yet. Off the line of temi, a temi. Scroll down the arm, pick up the back of the hand, move to the other side of the jaw and apply the lock. Take the pressure off the lock and then take the elbow and take down to the ground. Let's do the 10 count version this time. So, everything's much the same at the beginning. Temi, scroll down, pick up, move to the other side of the jaw, apply the lock. Take the pressure off and turn once, put the jaw back down to the floor. Move round the other side of the jaw and come down. The finish lock. So, once I got to here, I made a rotation. That's going around my partner, yeah. Then I move around the jaw and slide down to pick up the arm. Lovely. Lean forward and out to apply the lock. Again, from here. 1, 2, 3. That's it. We've got off the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. 2, down, and through. In the left posture, jaw is in our left hand. So I'm just going to cut the jaw down to hip level. So there's the fulcrum here. And I'm cutting using tekatana, using my hand blade, single edge, cutting edge, cut, 1, 2, 1, 2. So as I'm cutting, lowering the center slightly. 1, 2. So it doesn't just become a cut from the shoulder, it becomes a cut through the body. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm working up to a Ramanagi on this. I'm working up to a Ramanagi. So, if I want to make a Ramanagi and the end result is going to be something that resembles a Ramanagi, yes? Where you take the head back. I have to make it something like this. 1, 1, then the hand comes under the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ramanagi with the jaw. 1. After this one, the hand comes underside, from the outside to the inside, from the outside to the inside, to rotate out. Take your partner's head right down the mat. 1, 2. Now you can start putting a bit of movement into it now. You can make an outside cut and move around, and then you can come through, stepping forward as you transmit through the head. So again, you're just using the jaw as a weapon, as an assistant. So 1, switch, 2. 1, switch, 2. 1, switch, 2. 1, switch, 2. So the interesting part of this is as you cut down, the hand just flows behind. As you cut down, the hand stays connected to the jaw, look. Watch, the hand stays connected. 3, 1, 2. Okay, so that Ramanagi would resemble an attack from Shomen. That Ramanagi would resemble an attack from Shomen. As you're cutting the strike to one side before you take the head. If we attack Yokomen, if we're attacked to the side, if you just watch for a moment, there's another movement to go into it now. So imagine that the attack is Yokomen. So this time the attack you would be picking up the Yokomen this way, then your hand would come under and you turn this way, then the hand would come under and then you transmit through. So there'd be an extra move to it now. So there would be an outside cut to deal with the Yokomen, then you'd be taking control of the head, then you'd be transmitting the head to the ground. So there'd be an extra move in there now. So it's coming this way first, before it goes this way. This way, then this way, then this way. Keep going. So Yokoen Uchi Ramanagi, using the jaw. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The jaw. So I want you to imagine that the attack is still Yokomen. You still have to deal with the blow to the side, and I'm still making a Ramanagi. So I'll be cutting down. The hand will be coming over. I'll be taking control of the neck, and then I'll be transmitting it through. So it's the same movement, only you haven't got the jaw now. So you're still cutting, then your hand's coming under, and then you're controlling the neck, and then you're transmitting the head down to the ground. So it's Yokomen Uchi Ramanagi. Okay, let's try a different approach to the same technique. So if I get into a Hami, that posture, and offer my left hand, and my partner grasps with his or her right hand, so it would be an outside connection, or Gyakuhami, outside connection. I want you to break the lock free by cutting it off, free off the hand, and then moving directly to the head, to the side, and then transmitting through, and just straightforward Uranagi from Gyakuhami. 1, 2, 3. So you're cutting it off, cutting it off. Because you're connected to this hand, and you're going to try and bring it through with this hand has to move this way to break it off as you're cutting. This hand breaks it off as you're cutting. It might not come off with just hitting it with this. You have to move this hand in a curved way to bring it free. There's the connection. Cut. Okay, let's move into a right posture. Right hand forward, right leg forward. Partner grasps with his or her right hand. So it's a cross hand connection. It's a cross hand connection, right to right. So you're going to lower your elbow slightly because we're doing this movement from static. So I have to generate some movement. So I can't come up. So I'll drop the elbow down as I move to the side to pick up the head. I'll bring the head into the side here and then transmit straight through. So Ayami Uranagi. Ayami Uranagi. 1, 2, 3. So you will drop the elbow to create balance loss. Kazushi, bring the head to the side, to your shoulder.